I want to touch, well, first, I have a disclaimer. I'm no way related or employed with the City of Baytown, or they did not endorse this message. Uh, Also, this message is not related to NMB News and all its affiliates. This is my personal opinion, and you can look on my website for another disclaimer if you want. Also, you'll be able to find this one video on my YouTube channel a little later today. Furthermore, my website. Today I want to lightly touch some key points regarding the Garth Road project. Man, that's going to be a wonderful project for everybody. But it's much needed as well. I can tell you that it's a wonderful idea. Something came into mind when I was walking up to the dollar store, which is known to be the bookstore, in my opinion, that we need some good plans on the table for that project. Reason being, you have hundreds of jobs on Garth Road, including businesses, retails, grocery stores, hospital. You have all that on Garth Road. We don't need no poor planning. We saw poor planning in Galveston County when it came to the 146 extension project. Small businesses or major retailers shut down along 146 between Kemah and Dickerson. A lot of people lost their job over it because of poor planning. We don't need that in Baytown. So what the city officials need to do is be transparent and lay everything out on the table on how they're going to properly plan to do all of this wonderful idea. It's a good idea. I tell you, it's much needed in Baytown. Everything's at stake. I mean, everything. Jobs, health, food, water, all that's at stake. We don't need a half-assed plan put together at the last second. I can tell you that right now. Look at 146. Go down it right now. You don't see much businesses open along 146. They were drove out of business because they had to go bankrupt because the state did some poor planning on their side in that expansion project. Poor planning. Horrible planning. What needs to happen is we need some good planning. City of Baytown needs to release all the plans on how they're going to do this, section by section, including traffic control. Traffic control is a big issue. Garth Road is the main artery in Baytown. I know that for a fact. When you shut down the main artery, guess what? A lot of crap happens, things die. We don't want that. What we need to do is see the plans, section by section, piece by piece, including traffic control. Y'all don't want to shut down Garth Road completely. Maybe do section or something. You know, I like how the city of Houston does their road construction. Maybe you need to go check that out. They do it section by section, but if it's a 4-lane or probably a 5-lane, guess what? They don't close everything off. They do 50-50 section by section. We need some plans on the table. We need to see it. Nothing half-assed. Nothing put together at the last second. Proper planning starts today, if y'all want to go that route. And the plans need to be published for transparency reasons. Hundreds of jobs at stake, businesses at stake at the Garth Road project. I want to see it, but I want to see the planning of the traffic control, I want to see how y'all gonna do it before y'all even get started. Y'all can put together a nice video, stuff like that. Whoopee. I want to see it on paper. 50-50, section by section. Do one lane at a time. That's called proper planning. Remember, hundreds of jobs at stake. Businesses at stake. Y'all don't want to drive them out of Baytown. Y'all don't. Including the new ones that just opened up. Poor planning causes bankruptcy. People loses their job. We don't need no poor planning. We need some good planning. Something that takes a year to do. Or y'all just need to put it on hold. Put the whole entire project on hold until you can release every bit of planning, including traffic control, to the public. Then y'all can go ahead and do the project. Until then, screw the project until you can actually release the plans. It's a big project. Again, hundreds of jobs at stake. Hundreds to thousands. That's their livelihood. Business owners, guess what? Your business is your livelihood. I don't want to see no business go out of business. There's some small businesses on Garth Road. Man, there were small businesses out in Dickerson and between Keeman and Dickerson that went out of business because of poor planning on the 146 expansion project. I know that for a fact. People talk. I took a tour out there on 146 recently. Poor planning. Project might look good on paper, might be good for the future, but when it comes to small businesses, people's livelihood, you have to think about it. Think hard. Be transparent. Man, that's a main artery right there in Baytown. Once you start shutting down Garth Road, you have to think a lot of things are at stake. Man, I can understand there's accidents, fires on Garth Road, and the right lane is probably closed down for a second, or the intersection. I understand that. But when it comes to construction projects, that's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, I'm preaching to y'all. But at the end of the day, y'all gotta release some traffic control plans or something. Y'all can't just half-ass it. Y'all can't just put it together at the last second. It needs to be done immediately. Or put the project on hold until you can release every bit of information, including traffic control, to the public. I'm not an idiot, so I have enough common sense to see all between the words. I have enough common sense to see the rest of the story. Man, I can tell you, Houston does a heck of a good job when it comes to traffic control in construction projects. They do it. They do it with class. They do it with spirit of excellence. That's what the City of Baytown needs to do. Do everything in the spirit of excellence. Nothing below that. And I can understand that North Main project. Don't let me touch on that. Don't let me. Don't even tempt me. That itself was poor planning. Cost millions and millions of dollars. More than enough money to build a completely new North Main Street. From Baker all the way to 146. Completely new. That's what it pretty much cost the City of Baytown. With the increase of the value of that one little cent that the contractors asked for. Everything costs money, I know. But when it starts costing the livelihood of someone, people will start to talk. Again, you can find this video on my YouTube a little later today if you missed the live broadcast. But at the end of the day, it's not about the City of Baytown. It's about the citizens that lives within city limits, the livelihoods, the health, food, drinks, pay bills, stuff like that. It's only about the citizens of Baytown. It's not about spending that price, that money apparently grows on trees. Oh, by the way, if you can find my money tree, let me know, because I need money. A lot of money. And I'm not being greedy. I got a money tree around here somewhere I'm walking. But it's funny. I'm on Broadway Street. At one little intersection. No actors around. No one around. That means drama season's over. But again, when you start working on somebody's main artery, you're going to cost somebody's livelihood. So y'all be very careful how y'all plan it. Y'all be careful on how you do everything, because you really don't want to cost somebody's job over poor planning. Jobs are hard to get right now. They are. But you don't want to admit it. Jobs are hard to get right now. I'm one of them, seeking employment somewhere. Jobs are hard to get right now. But again, City of Baytown, I have a message for you. Release all your plans in detail, including traffic control. How you going to do all this? People has the right to know, so they can plan accordingly to get to and from work on time and beat the traffic times and stuff like that. This is going to be a big project. It's going to be horrible at times. Intersections, that's going to be another big issue. We need to plan accordingly. That's why City of Baytown needs to be very transparent. I mean, very transparent. Man, big project. I can't wait. This is the much needed project for a lifetime. Again, City of Baytown, release all your plans in detail, including traffic control. People, the citizens of Baytown, including Goose Creek Independent School District, has the right to know, so they can plan routes accordingly, get to and from work on time, stuff like that. That's not too much to ask. But as a concerned citizen, I'm not even in Baytown, but I'm very concerned. And I have the right to be concerned. We have the right to know. No half-assed plan, no last-second plans. It's time to release that information. Be very transparent, because when it comes to the main artery, when you start cutting on the main artery in surgery, guess what? People will die. That's the main heart of Baytown. Baytown's getting their heart changed. They're doing it piece by piece. But again, people have the right to know. Don't leave us out in the ocean somewhere to drown and crap like that. It's time for you, the City of Baytown employees, city mayor, the manager, city council, to release every bit of detail that you can get your hands onto, including traffic control. Again, we need to plan our routes accordingly. Big ass project, but it's time to be very transparent. Like a doctor in the surgery room, before you go in the surgery, you have to go in the doctor's office for surgery, right? That doctor will tell you everything. What's going on, how they're gonna do it, if there's any other problems that might come up. They're very transparent. City of Baytown needs to take up what they do in the surgery room from those doctors. They need to take it up, be very transparent to the public, and release all the details, every bit of it, front to back. Probably thousands of pieces of paperwork. I don't give a crap. But it's time for the citizens of Baytown to know all details of that one big project, not just some 30-second video. Might look nice on video what y'all published, about a few months ago. That was nice, well put together, but it didn't tell us the rest of the story. It didn't tell us about the traffic control issues. It didn't tell us if we needed a detour. It didn't tell us hardly anything except what it's going to look like. You know, might look like that, but again, that's the main artery. When you start cutting on that main artery, guess what? Millions of people's life at stake. Millions, thousands, hundreds. That's a lot of people. Probably live outside of Baytown, works in Baytown. No one knows. That information is private. But at the end of the day, it's up to Baytown to go ahead and pull up their pants, their grown-up pants, and be very transparent. Release every information that you have about the project. Every bit of it, even traffic control. That's all we ask. That's the livelihood down there on Garth Road. Put the pieces together. I did it in this video without being censored by anyone. You know, I'm walking down this one road right here. It's a county road. You heard the dog about a moment ago. It scared the crap out of me. But when you start cutting on a road, you're cutting on somebody's livelihood as well. Put the pieces together. I did it for you in this video. Might like it, might not. I don't care. But at the end of the day, the citizens' lives matter. All lives matter. Costing the City of Baytown millions of dollars. Somewhere in $1 million, they can go ahead and release all the details of the plans, including traffic control. I know it's still in the planning, still in the works, but the citizens of Baytown legally has the right to know so they can plan accordingly. You know, that's the right thing to do, but doing the right thing to do right now, I think that's just overrated for some people. But at the end, the citizens have the right to know that information, every bit of it, because they're the ones paying the taxes, so they have the right to know. Can't be hush-hush about it. It's not going to work in this day and age, not anymore. But at the end, you know what's right, and you know what's wrong. It's time to do the right thing. Y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this one video. Again, you can find it on my YouTube channel, Facebook page, my website. If y'all decide to report it, I don't care. I just repost it. Because I tell actual facts. I don't sugarcoat it. People want me to sugarcoat the facts. Sorry. My dad taught me a long time ago. And he's a veteran. United States Marines. Be honest with the people at all times. Be very transparent. I gotta let you go. I hope y'all enjoy. Have a great one.